the most problematic part of connecting with them and engaging them and bringing them into the process so that they're not isolated, so that it is easier to work with the county and then the citizen. It's always the communication that is a problem. It's because I think I don't know where the gap is, and how much gap is there to have that communication. Not only just communication, but really getting involved, having the community get involved, and I think that's kind of hard to do.
It is hard. It is hard.
So I think there's not much effort, and the people who have positions and power, I think I think it's harder when they don't realize that there are people out there who are ready, who's able, and they're willing to work with the government, the counties. So I think this is something that we can explore. Maybe you can explore when you are already there.
Yeah, I mean, there are all those things that are challenging, because if they weren't hard, they'd be happening already. I mean, it's not, there's no magic pill to it, but doing things like making sure that you have, the city council people have office hours. I don't know how much people go to them, but I know that they have office hours because I've been to a few. It would be nice, as a commissioner, I would love to do things like that, or hold office hours.
Or maybe go to them or something.
I mean, the office hours are generally held at, like at the city level, they're held somewhere in the district. So somebody will come to Dunn Bros for 3 hours, let people know that they're here. But the other thing that commissioners with the liaisonships get to do is at least go out and go to the meetings that meet at 8 o'clock at night on a Thursday night, or breakfast meetings or things like that. The hardest part, I think, is that there's always this discrepancy between, elected officials in the government and your group of influence, and then you have grassroots efforts. And getting the two of them to mix is always tricky, because just getting contact information is sometimes hard, or you can think that you know everything as an elected official and totally miss a group of people that have a very valid concern about something that you've made a decision on. So I think what that takes is a lot of mindfulness on the part of elected officials to know that just because they've thought about something, it's not the only viewpoint. And knowing that organizations exist, like Worley, and to go out and find them is what needs to be done.
I just want to point out that she mentioned mindfulness.
Mindfulness.
And I'm not sure if that's it's in the vocabulary of politicians. To be mindful of others' perspectives. Yeah.
Write it down.
Take notes, please.
Alex, you have a question for me?
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. So you have so many problems to deal with, and so many people to talk with, and you have a lot going on.
Oh yeah,
You're the hub for a lot. But my question was really going to be, like, how could you or would you use technology in order to kind of make it go smoother or unite a lot of those fronts? Because again, you're the hub of a lot of stuff,
right.
And you mentioned earlier, you touched on it actually, was you meet so many people, how do you keep all the contacts in one place? You have so many projects, how do you keep all of those projects in one place? Is there any secret tool you use or might use in order to make that all run just a little bit smoother?
I think that's definitely, technology is an interesting point, because it is something that government hasn't historically used to rely on for organization or for communication. So I think that at least at the local level, people are getting more interested in that, and I would certainly be wanting to do that just because that's what I've always done personally. And that may be part of it, is that personally the people that have been commissioners haven't relied on technology. And so it would certainly be something that I'd be interested in, Twitter accounts and things like that. And even, I know some of the more progressive law enforcement agencies have been doing that too, where they've been trying to engage in Twitter, engage in Facebook, and that's helped build a trusting community.
It's one more of the reason why people have to really look at her as a candidate, because she's able to connect and engage using technology and connecting with different, members of the community, the young generation, the older generation. So it's pretty broad. So I think having a candidate like her is really so beneficial for the community, and it's really great opportunity for us to move. We're in the 21st century, so I think it's time for change, real change, with the faces in our politics.